Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fashion Let's Talk podcast. I am your favorite host, Sharonda, and today's episode is going to be amazing. I promise you. We will be interviewing fashion designer, the iconic Willie Esco. Whew, when I say this was such an honor to be able to sit down with this fashion genius, Willie Esco is responsible for so many brands that you guys have worn, represented for many years. He have collaborated with designers like Supreme, Gucci, FUBU, and so many more. Tupac, Machiavelli. When I say the list of brands that he's collaborated, which is very rare, and he's been doing this before it was a trend to collaborate. So I was just excited to sit down with him and him discussing, like I said, his collaborations, also what it's like being a Latin designer in the fashion industry, and what was some of his struggles that he had to experience when it was, trying to start into the fashion industry when there was no Latin designers, no Black designers that was on a high-end level, where it was even featured in stores. So just to talk with Willie Esco about all of his amazing, legendary experiences, it was just an honor. So I'm happy to share this moment with you. So listen in, sit back, and welcome to Fashion Let's Talk interview with the designer, Willie Esco. Okay, thank you. Here we are at Willie Esco relaunch his resort collection. This is like iconic fashion designer, Willie Esco. Thank you so much.
Excuse all the action behind us. We're just hanging out here.
It's amazing. Yeah. This is raw. This is real. This is fashion. Yeah. This is 50 years of hip hop.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you could just tell us about your collection. You are really the pioneer of urban hip hop streetwear fashion. You are like the pioneer of this. Yeah. How passionate are you still to this day about streetwear fashion?
Yeah, you can walk the room today. You can see exactly what I've been working on since I started Willie Esco to present day. What spawned my desire, let's say, to indulge in my own brand, because for the last 10 years, 15 years, I've been relaunching other brands like FUBU,
Supreme.
I've done some work with Supreme, Machiavelli, which Tupac, Gucci. So I decided 50 years of hip-hop is a great reason why I should relaunch my brand. Mm-hmm. Our genre of being Latino and in hip-hop, so artists like Bad Bunny now, where when I did my brand originally, I had Big Pun, right? So
I know, which is iconic.
It's iconic too, but unfortunately he's not with us. Right. He's my dear friend too, but I felt that I was just maybe a little bit too early in that Latino space. So I think now that's another box check, because I think now is a better time. Is the Latino market is more accepted in music. Right. If I turn on Hot 97, I'm going to hear some reggaeton. That was not the case when I was doing my line.
I know.
Right. So that's a beautiful thing. And then I met a young crew of kids from, I'm not gonna say kids, my wife keeps correcting me, they're adults, right? And they are in their 30s, but to me they're kids. So they wanted to relaunch the brand more than I did.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I wanted to say, sure, of course. And
show support to them.
That was beautiful for them to want to do this more than me. So I was like, so I'm coming off my probably most infamous collaboration with Gucci and Supreme. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just a good time to self-indulge and relaunch my brand. I relaunched Damon John's FUBU as well. That's doing well. So I've been having fun with other people's brands. So I think these younger souls were like, let's do your brand again. I'm like,
we have to.
So it's so less about me, it's more about them. Yeah.
And you wanted to support them and back them up. because it's so needed right now, especially in the fashion industry. There's been a lot of different backlashes on some different other cultures of fashion, and I feel like our culture is now appreciative to the street world, the Latin designers and stuff. So I feel like this is our time.
Correct.
This is the time for you to do this. You have been such an iconic designer in the industry for so many years. Like, you're part of the timeline of what streetwear is really all about officially. I wanted to know, where do you see fashion in the future? Like, with these AIs and all of these digital, they're not cut and sew designers like you are. Where do you see fashion going with all?
Listen to music with AI. So I think that'll manifest itself in apparel, some way, shape, or form. Just don't know how, but I'm always looking at the future via you channel Biggie through Coogee, and if you're a new rapper, you want to be affiliated with Biggie some way, you pick up a Coogee sweater.
Right.
So I
have one.
Yeah, I figured that was a great way to keep in touch with the youth.
Right.
So I think technology, in terms of saving time for us, is going to be a good thing, and AI. But there'll be a way that it's monetized, and streetwear may be compromised if we're not mindful of who's making the product. Streetwear has always been
collaborations with other designers. How is that? How do you like doing that? Do you rather do the collaborations, or you just rather just do your own, have your design, your creativity just out there more, or you rather the collaboration? Because you've been like killing it with the collaboration. Supreme, I mean, just Coogee, all of them, you really just took it to another level. So how do you feel about the collaborations with other designers?
Collaborations are a great way to, again, keep in touch with the youth and simultaneously hide behind these other brands, not be the face of the brand. I did not want to be the face of the brand at all.
Really?
In the last 10 years, I did not want to be in front of the brand.
We always knew your face.
But no, I want to take some time off. Now I'm doing it again, but I'm doing it with a bunch of young guys that will take on the challenge of being the face of the brand. So it's not just me, right? It's an entire culture.
So who are some of these new designers that you want to support, you want to collaborate with, shout out, allow them to get their foot in the door, and why them?
I think it's all organic, so everything has to have a touch point. Like there's behind you, if you shoot that's Danny Cortez. He's a miniature artist. He does miniatures, like of all street New York City scenes, like a mailbox with all the stickers. He did that piece up there, which is a bodega, and that's what I was known for when we went into the market. It was a bodega.
Your signature piece.
Yeah, so collaborations are not just with other brands; it's with other things. So I thought it would be a good idea to bring him in because I worked with him in the past, and then other young talent. This young group of guys have a brand called Love of Money.
Okay.
So obviously, I told them all my brands are your brands. You can collaborate, do whatever you want. And then there's always mentorship. There's always young photographers, young graphic artists, young footwear designers that will always ask me either IG or directly, and I always lend my support to them. So there's limits to what you can do in terms of collaboration for exclusivity purposes, but nonetheless, you try to always be humble and open-minded so that even the person that has 10 followers is as valuable as the person that have 100,000 followers.
I like that. I like your humbleness. I love your realness to the young, up-and-coming creative designers or artists from all walks of life. What advice could you give the new creatives coming, rather in creating art like that and, designers? What advice could you give to them with your longevity experience?
Yeah, everything has to have a reason. For me, everything has to have an organic reason for being. Like, wanted to work.
What I want to do, and what did it take to fund it on your own? It was different back then than it is now.
It was a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Right.
It was a lot of being clever about marketing. A lot of use of other people's FedEx accounts to send product to radio station hosts. So it was a lot of looking at the marketplace, knowing you fit in there. All I have to do is hustle and figure out a way to get it done. And usually you can find a way.
I don't know how to say this any humble. I'm so honored.
Oh, okay.
I am so honored to be able to sit here and chat with you and have this moment with you. And you just bring some feel and love right back to the fashion industry. We need this.
Yeah.
So I thank you on behalf of all of the up and coming designers and new ones. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Enjoy your time.
I am.
Get some empanadas. In the back, you'll see my all of my other works, which is
I'm getting
Willie Esco.
everything. I'm getting that, and I want to get pictures with you with some of near your clothes and fashion stuff. Can I get a shot with him?